shoulders with K3 today. And yeah, so strong shoulders and a strong upper body are gonna help you with a lot of things, obviously. A strong upper body is gonna help you in life. So these are, in my opinion, well, they're 3 of my favorite, but also in my opinion, 3 of the best shoulder exercises to really build strong shoulders, okay? So the first one we're gonna do is a strict overhead press. Now this, I prefer to use a barbell for, but you can use dumbbells too. I just don't have a barbell at home, so I'm gonna show you with dumbbells, but it works the same exact way, except you're holding a barbell. You got it? Let's get up. Sit there, okay? Here you go, juicy, juicy. Okay, so what we're gonna do, barbell or dumbbell, nice tight core, arms up. The dumbbells aren't gonna hang down, right? Now, if you had a barbell, it'd be different. The barbell wouldn't lay on your chest, but same rules apply, right? So here, nice tight center, strict, and then we press it straight up over our head. Okay, so what makes it a strict press is that we're not using like momentum from our legs, okay? So that's going to allow you just to work those upper body, the shoulder muscles, to get that weight up over your head, okay? Now, there are different exercise variations where you would do like a push press is what it's called, and there's nothing wrong with that. 2 different exercise variations, okay? But to build nice, strong, solid shoulders, feet hip width apart, and a strict press straight up over your head, okay? Now, whenever we look at it from the side, what we're trying to avoid is any of like this, like if you're leaning back like this, the weight's too heavy probably, or just regroup and get your form down, practice the technique, because we all know weightlifting is just as much of a skill as it is as strength, you know? So once you have the skill down, it's much easier to do the movements. So yeah, so feet hip width apart, and then for our strength in these, we're gonna wanna stay within like maybe 3 to 4 sets, 6 to 8 to 10 rep ranges, right? To build that strength. Getting poked with the stick now, all right? Up over your head. Now, my second favorite is a seated overhead press. Now, I like this one because it keeps your shoulders more stable, because you have a hard surface to press up against, right? So you can use more weight seated, obviously, also because you're in a seated position, your back is protected for the most part, and he's gone. So it's just different variations. With a standing overhead press, I can do much lighter weight than I can do seated, because like I said, I have my back supported, my lower back supported, I'm seated, you know, so it just, and you can't push, obviously. So the weight is gonna feel a little bit harder, but for me, I can always do a little bit more whenever I'm seated than trying to do a strict overhead press. Now, if I was doing a push press, able to use my legs, then of course I could do more weight standing versus seated. But anyways, that's not the point. So this is another really great exercise to help build strength in your shoulders and your upper body, okay? So first thing you wanna do is squeeze your shoulder blades together in the back, feet flat on the floor, nice tight tummy always. And then remember, we don't want the dumbbells kind of like hanging down. We wanna hold them up nice and strong. So for this one, sorry, you can use a barbell too. I prefer dumbbells for this one, because that way I can like shift my placement, range of motion, and it just feels more comfortable for me. But it's not wrong if you wanna use a barbell, okay? All right, squeeze the shoulder blades together in the back, and then from here, you do the same thing. You literally just press them straight up. All right, feels so good. All right, I haven't lifted weights in a couple of days. So anyways, yeah, same thing, same rep ranges, knock it out. Now the next one you can do standing or seated. I mean, obviously that one you can do standing or seated too, but it's an Arnold press. And this is another one of my favorite shoulder press variations, because again, you can't use as heavy weight, but it really, really is such a challenge. The time under tension is longer, and you're just getting a different variation for your shoulders, okay? So again, you can do it seated or standing. For this one, I prefer standing, but I'm gonna show you both. So here, arms together, out, you position yourself to be right in that like overhead press position, I guess. I don't know, I'm stumbling over my words, but you position yourself to be in, Papi, no, K3. Okay, sorry guys, cool. So anyways, working out with children around is hard, but it's not impossible. You know what I mean? Like, you are gonna have like, things are gonna come up and you're gonna have to stop, and it is what it is, but what's the alternative? Don't do it? Like, that makes no sense, you know what I mean? So anyways, as I was stumbling over my words, for the Arnold presses, so you position your arms, again, it's always those 90-degree angles, right? You want nice strict lines, 90-degree angles when you think about how you're moving your body. But anyway, so you're gonna end up here in the front, palms facing you, and then you're gonna rotate your shoulders outwards, and you're gonna land in that overhead press position. And then from here, you push them up, okay? 1, 2. And again, I prefer standing. I really don't have a reason why. Probably because it's easier because I can use my legs. So it's probably because I can cheat. But regardless, either way, it's the same movement pattern. Okay? All right. Okay, awesome. So those are 3 of my favorite, and in my opinion, the best exercises for building nice, solid upper body strength, specifically in the shoulders. Obviously, there are a ton more, and it's preference, but these are 3 of that. These are solid foundational moves that are never gonna get old, you know what I mean? They've been around forever. So anyways, one last thing I wanna show you is, I guess, my 4th favorite. I do like training shoulders, but this is my 4th favorite, and it's more of like an accessory move. It's not meant for like building super massive amounts of strength, and the weight that you can use on this movement is very light because you're using like mostly your lateral delt, and it's obviously a very small muscle compared to like your chest or your back or things like that. So whenever you do this movement, try not to focus on the weight that you're using because it's going to be much, 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 much lighter than any other weight. Like for, you know, a dumbbell press, I can do 45 pounds. For the lateral raises that I'm gonna show you, I can do probably like 15 pounds, and that's my max. And I'm talking about like strict form, like 8 reps, you know? So your weight will go down so much for this movement, but you don't need to let that be the determining factor of whether you do this movement or not, because it's still a good movement, okay? Weight is relative to whatever it is that you're doing, okay? If that makes sense. And remember, your chest is a much bigger muscle group. Your back is a much bigger muscle group than what we're about to do. So that's why the weight gets lighter. It's not because you're weak, okay? So you can do it seated or standing. I like both. So nice tight core always, and then we come straight out. Okay, so you see we're not like strictly coming out to where like our shoulders and our arms are straight and you're forming your body into a complete T. It's kind of like a very sad T, like a frown T, okay? So your elbows are slightly bent, and then instead of going straight out, you kind of go out in front almost, if that makes sense. So 45-degree angles, all right? We know we love those angles. So here, nice strict presses or raises, okay? Now this one, I just love to build like nice looking shoulders. It's really my favorite, but it also is gonna help with strength, obviously. But yeah, just remember, nice controlled reps. All right. And then these, you can go for higher rep ranges. So, you know, you can be in the 10 and 12s and even 15s. That's another reason why the weight will stay light. Ooh, it's burning. Okay, we have another crazy visitor, and he's probably coming for our camera. Puppy, no, be gentle, okay? You wanna play with this? So anyways, strong shoulders, that's it. Do you wanna say hi? Come here. Okay, he's putting the camera down. All right, have a great day. See you next time. Bye.